Okay, okay. I'm not gonna lie. Last night I was bored. Out of all the movies I got, I decided not to watch any of my stuff that I got in here, and I got tons of movies out there, right? I got tons of movies to watch, but I kept flipping through my, my Amazon, my Amazon thing, so my Prime Video, right? So I always been interested in. I like spider movies, so I don't care for spiders, but I like spider movies. So I was like, Sting. I kept staring at it and I kept staring at it and I kept staring at it. And you have options to rent and options to buy. You know, you can buy the movie for you can buy the movie for you can buy the movie for it was $19.99. Then it went to $14.99. And then now high def is $14.99. Standard is just $9.99. And so, anyway, this movie is 92 minutes long and it just came out in 2024. I am shocked how much I like this movie. Now, I'm not going to buy this movie physically, but I am going to buy this movie for digital because I could care less if digital site goes down because a lot of movies I got digital, I don't care if they go out of sight or not because I don't want to own them on physical, but I'll read the plot synopsis and we'll go for that. After raising a unnervingly talented spider in secret, a 12-year-old Charlotte must face the facts about her pet and fight for her family's survival when the once charming creature rapidly transforms into a giant flesh-eating monster. This is such a good... I am shocked. I was watching this movie last night. I was like, holy crap. I'm glad I bought this movie. I rented it, and there's something else I want to cover too before I get done. So anyway, I'm talking about two things here. I'm going to talk about this movie, and then I'm going to talk about family video and renting off TV, and I'll get to that. But so I'm watching this, and there was nothing. This movie just kept me engaged. It was entertaining. There was this black guy. He was an exterminator. He kind of reminded me of Chris Tucker, I think is not Chris Rock. Chris Tucker, I think is his name. The guy that the guy that played in that was in the movie with Ice Cube, the one that said "Damn!" That guy there, Chris. This black guy reminded me of that Chris guy, and I was like, man, he reminds me of that Chris guy, not Chris Rock, but the other Chris guy. But anyway, he was funny. The comments he made, and it's just this guy. He lives in an apartment. He writes these comic books, and then the little girl's dad left them, and she haven't heard from him. And he's like, this guy is like a maintenance guy of this building, and he is her stepdad. But then the 12-year-old daughter's mom has a little boy by, I think it's a little boy by the new guy. So the new guy's got his little baby by her mom, and the 12-year-old girl, Charlotte, her dad don't have nothing to do with it. She haven't heard from him, so he's got his hands full. So not only is he's got to get this comic book written and all this kind of stuff, and plus she's talented too, but then she takes care of this spider. But this spider came from this little comet that was no bigger than this, and there's this winter storm, and it busts through this window, and it goes into this house. But this little 12-year-old girl, she goes through all these little air ducts, and she goes and spies on people, and she went over there and stole that woman's doll, and she's drawing all this stuff. You really have to watch this movie because this movie is entertaining. I was surprised how good this movie was. I was shocked. It's under horror, science fiction, and suspense. I'm definitely buying this movie because I really enjoyed this movie. I'm going to watch it over again today. And what's cool about this movie, it couldn't have cost that much. Now think about this. It was in an apartment building, and the only time you seen the outside was they were in New York. So New York gets a lot of snow, which was really cool on top of that because New York does get a lot of snow. So you're looking down the street and there's lots of snow because New York every year gets blasted with snow. So, the guy pulls up and, he's an exterminator and stuff. And this one woman, she has dementia or something like that. And the girl, yeah, it's her mom. The 12-year-old's mom's mom has dementia or something like that, or Alzheimer's or something like that. And she has to go check on her. But then the 12-year-old's mom's mom has a sister, which is her aunt. And she's kind of like she's just mean. So anyway, this spider she starts feeding the spider. The spider can communicate with her. So then there's this Asian guy that, the spider was getting bigger and bigger. And then it could get out of the thing and it started killing stuff. And that's how this movie takes off. I'm telling you, I'm surprised how good this movie is. I am really shocked. And again, this movie's only 92 minutes long. It gets right to the point. You ain't got no dragging, no nothing. Everybody in here does a good job. I'm surprised, man. That's why I'm putting this video up for this. And then in closing, I was thinking about Family Video, and I was also thinking about when I rented this. This is another reason why I told you guys, and something you folks out there, that streaming services and renting and all this kind of stuff. I'm thinking about, I like to go down to maybe just one streaming service or maybe two. And I like to just have one. And just because I remember one time I only had one streaming service and then I ended up getting Shudder. But I remember I used to go to Family Video, man, and I used to go down there and get 2 or 3 movies, and I get them for 3 days, and I literally would sit down and watch those movies. And sometimes I have late charges because I forget to watch them, and I'd watch that movie. I am maxed out with movies in here, and I want to stop buying so many physical copies because I'm running out of space. So I got to thinking, why don't you do like you did when you had Family Video? When Family Video and all the video stores were out. Lots of us used to go to the video store and, see people in there, say hi, and, one thing I do like about Family Video and some video stores, I used to go in there, man. I used to run into people I know. There was a bunch of hot chicks in there that was with their kids. Some of them weren't with their kids. Some of them were single. You run into a guy who was at the gym or somebody at work, and you talk, and they're like, yeah, man, we're going to get this movie and go home. And I miss those days. But anyway, to sum this up, I think that's what I'm going to start doing. I'm like, every other weekend or weekends off, I think I'm going to rent a movie. I really am. I think I'm going to rent a movie and just rent it like I did at Family Video. That way I can cut out some of these streaming services, and that way, because the way I work and the way my life is so busy and the way I could watch a movie because that's only 2 hours a day. Playing a video game, it takes months for me to play a video game and beat the video game. That's why I can't throw up very many games about beating games, because they're time consuming. With movies, it's only 2 or 3 hours of your day. Especially the fact that I work out 3 or 4 times a week. I ride my bike. I work a lot of hours. And I was like, you know what? I think it's what I'm doing. And that's what I did last night. I rented this movie, and I'm glad I did. So God bless and take care. Remember, check it out. Put it on your radar. Sting. Pretty good movie. Seriously. God bless.